Sexual assault is now basically okay on Twitch. Twitch has decided that even if you sexually assault a content creator live on broadcast, you are going to get a 24-hour ban. A couple of days ago, a clip went pretty viral, and it was these two girls, and I really do apologize for showing this clip because it is so disgusting. It's so uncomfortable. But I want you guys to really see, and these are the two girls that were in this clip. This is the girl that's going to be holding him.
Okay. So, I mean, I think, that's why I wanted to just let that play. I think that does a good job of laying out what's going on here. There's something going on. It's bad. It's nasty. It's gross. And at the end of this video, this creator's name or internet name or whatever is Asmongold. You probably heard of him before. I don't know how you possibly couldn't have. I mean, he's like literally all over. I mean, I think he gets more views than Mr. Beast when you add it up. Okay. So he made this video the other day and it's basically a call to action. I mean, he's done a good job of laying it out. There's been some incidents happening with these two women who are pictured here on the screen. And I have things to say. Let me just let you get caught up to speed a little more, and then I'll get into my opinion.
This is the girl that's going to be twerking on him. I'm going to play this clip in its entirety. We might have to blur this out for YouTube, but I will narrate it as it happens in case we have to do that. So as you can see, right, this is a girl climbing on top of him. I don't want to hear the audio.
Just so y'all know, some of these clips were already blurred out. I also took the liberty to blur them out more because personally, I felt uncomfortable even watching them. Also, I'm not sure about the terms and rules in service and all that, so I'm trying to follow the rules. I have blurred out manually, I edited this video. So before I'm even playing you this clip, and that being said, I also edited out quite a bit of the clip itself. I edited out some of Asmongold's commentary. This video that I'm doing right now is like kind of responding to the call to action. It'll make more sense soon, but this isn't his full clip either. So I have edited parts out just to be fully transparent. In case there's any confusion about that, I'm not trying to hide it or anything. There's just certain parts I wanted to show y'all and react to here. So this is one of 3 important clips. This is the first of 3 important clips. And it's basically those 2 other streamers, those girls that you just saw. And they are, I mean, everybody's innocent until proven guilty and stuff. But like, they are, you'll get the gist. Okay. You'll get the gist, I think.
Turn it down. So they're climbing on top of this guy. This guy is clearly trying to get away. And she's trying to push her towards him. And this is the girl Zoe Spencer. This is the other girl Nina Lynn, who's walking in here. So they're both grabbing him with both of their arms, trying to hold him.
23. No, he's not consenting.
Yes, he's not consenting. He's even saying he's not consenting.
Okay, there's like a third party guy, like a third party there, a man who's saying he's not consenting. Okay. And like one of the reasons, like I said, that I blurred this out, that I censored it, was because I felt personally uncomfortable watching it myself. It was not acceptable behavior. It was not acceptable behavior. It's these 2, he's calling them girls. I mean, they seem like grown women to me. And they are being like, basically they're like WAP, like they're like WAP, WAP, WAP all over it. Basically, I mean, it's like, I call it the WAPification of America, the WAPification of our society. Like, I feel like there was a pre-WAP and a post-WAP era online. And yeah, I mean, there's been nasty songs forever, for sure. But like, it's just the Megan Thee Stallionification of everything. It's old, it's tired. It has absolutely permeated generations of our culture. And it's like got people freaking brain fried. It's got people brain fried. And it's also allowing violent sociopaths to take advantage of the brain fry. There's this young man here and he's just truly minding his business, wearing a hoodie. And these 2 aggressive women come up and they basically whop, whop, whop all over him. And it's nasty. At some point he ends up getting like kind of like choked out. Like in a headlock. It's really aggressive and dare I say, in my opinion, violent.
trying to stop this from happening, but it's such an awkward, weird situation that most people are just affected by the bystander effect, right? He's trying to stop this from happening. She is getting in there, being physical with him right now at this very moment. And she's grabbing him. She's grabbing him right here. And you can see. And now she's holding him with her arm around his neck. You can see right here. And then this other girl is twerking on top of him.
I think he wants to.
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there.
That's right.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Hold on.
Like,
And so, and now,
truly and genuinely grotesque and detestable.
and this is also not the only time they did this. Okay. Wait, what the? I didn't even see this. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
So as he's making his video, his live stream, his chat, people, you know, subscribers or whatever. Now he's doing all of this on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch, but he's doing this live stream on Twitch, and his chat lets him know, hey, look, listen, that ain't the first time they've done that. Those exact same two women have done this before to that exact same guy. And he's like, oh, what the F? I didn't even know this. So he stumbled upon important clip number 2. Okay.
There's another one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I blurred this one out too. But apparently this is the same two women and it's the same guy. Okay, more twerking. Again, like I said, it's like the Megan Thee Stallionification of culture.
Why?
There it is. They literally went and held him down again while she was twerking on him. Yeah. So there it is. It's 8 months old. Exactly. And so this is this the whole thing? Yeah. Here we go. So this is the third part of the video. Okay. And
this is the third part of the video.
Forgot. So just in case you think that he was okay with it because he was smiling, as soon as they move to a position where he thinks he can get away, because you can see he's looking, right?
Watch him skedaddle. Look at him run. And that's not the only evidence.
He did not tell you
She
that.
don't want it, bro.
And so they're literally carrying this guy.
So I don't want to replay the part because I truly do not want to play that grotesque and detestable language on my channel. But the woman, one of the two, I don't know if it's Nikki or the other one, but it's like it's two women. And one of them is standing there and she's like on her phone and she's like chastising this other guy. And she's like, basically like, y'all are preventing him from hooking up, basically. I mean, like, I'm trying to use, you know, the words or whatever, you know, the nice words. And so there's certain words I don't like to say either. But basically, like, she's standing there like, y'all need to stop saying this stuff because y'all are basically like blocking this guy from being able to get, you know, with us. And so somehow, some way, it appears as though this demonic entity has completely convinced itself that men want to be aggressively, I don't know how else to say it other than it looks like assault to me. Obviously innocent until proven guilty and all that. I'll get more into my opinions on this later and in a moment, but what? She's standing there, she's like, why are you trying to block him from getting with us or whatever? It's like, he was literally, he bolted away as soon as y'all's talons came out of his neck or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, wow, the delusion has permeated. The frontal lobe needs attention or an exorcism. I mean, one of those two things needs to happen, I think. So here's the more full clip. They're saying take all this off. I have sped it up as well. Again, I'm really uncomfortable with the clip. So that's why I'm talking over it a little, but like,
just watch this. Watch this. This is a 24-hour
someone said
ban.
you cannot just forcibly take someone's clothing off of them. And like, you know, Asmongold does say there's this thing, it's called the bystander effect. And it's like, nobody really wants to get involved. For some reason, it's like a psychological thing that, I mean, I'm completely immune to that. Like, I don't have that. That didn't affect me. That did not affect me in any way. I do not have the bystander effect. If I see something, I say something and y'all know it's true. But I could see why, you know, especially like men don't want to interfere or intervene with like physically with women. But really, I mean, the reality is, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at from these clips, it appears that they are aggressively, and I mean, together, especially it's 2-on-1, it looks like they kind of are like assaulting, in my opinion, this victim. And so he's going to actually make a statement. So I'm going to let him speak for himself in this video. But where is the LAPD? Okay, where's the cops? Can they take some action? Because this appears to be something that needs to be investigated, especially if it is something that's continued to happen to the same victim. I mean, I don't know. Again, innocent until proven guilty, but like, let's watch further.
This is a nice guy. Hold on,
Look at the way she's holding him. Look at that. Using his hoodie to choke him.
This is a nice guy. Hold on, this is a nice bag.
Yo,
How much this cost? Turn around. Start with the side.
Yo.
I need this. I needed this. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Zoe, he's not consenting.
Huh?
He's not consenting. Yo!
They're trying to stop it. You know, again,
They're trying to stop it. People are saying he's not consenting. People are saying that. You hear it.
to stop it because they could be the ones that get
Right.
in trouble. And Twitch could end up banning them if they tried to stop these girls.
Right. So he's saying that they're scared to get banned on Twitch, but I could see them being scared for, I mean, to get an assault charge. You really is not supposed to put your hands on people.
They're afraid of getting in trouble. They're afraid of going to jail for that. He's not consenting. And so you just saw 3 separate clips of these girls tag teaming one individual guy and performing a act against his consent.
It was grotesque.
Against his consent, not without.
Right. Not without. It's not like, oh, they just didn't bother to get consent. No. He was saying stop.
Oh, well, you know, this is like, it's all part of the game. It's all fun and it's everything like that. Silky's assistant there, this is it here, right?
So, you know, from time to time, as these things happen, a lot of times you'll see, you know, the peanut gallery piping up and they'll be like, well, he was laughing. He was joking. If he really had a problem with it, he would have said something. He did. He said something. He did. So I'm going to let y'all hear it from him now.
This is him talking about it and what had happened himself.
Basically, I didn't want this whole thing to have an outcome like this. I mean, I didn't want it to, like, people that say that it's not.
Just full disclosure, I did remove a little bit of his discussion here. I took out some of the things he said to make the video shorter, as well as, I don't know, again, like some of this stuff's like pretty deep and pretty uncomfortable. And for the purposes of what I'm trying to talk about here on this channel today, I did take some of the stuff out, but I definitely support him saying whatever he needs to say about the situation. If y'all want to go and watch his full statement, it is out there. I will link the Asmongold video here down below. Oh my gosh, look how I paused it on the transition.
I don't know what you think assault is or anything like that. I don't know. I just ever since that this whole thing resurfaced, like every single time it resurfaces, it just takes a toll on me, and I just don't.
Yeah. So the first thing is, you know, people are like, that's not S assault. Real S assault is this, that. And he's like, look, if you don't think that is S assault, I don't know what you think it is. And to me, that is him acknowledging and stating from his perspective that he does perceive it to be an sexual assault, which he's the one who, you know, was targeted by it, by the actions and the behaviors. I'll tell you again, I mean, I was uncomfortable even just seeing it. It was gross and grotesque. I just detestable. I mean, truly egregious.
Want to talk about it just because of that?
I feel bad talking about it, but the reason why I'm talking about it is because these girls are going to keep doing shit like this, and it sets an example for other people like Saeed that it's okay to do this to them. That's the reason why I'm going to talk about it. I'm not sorry. I'm going to keep bringing it up until.
That's the main reason I wanted to talk about it too, just to say like, this is not cool. This is not acceptable. The behaviors are grotesque and detestable. And in my opinion, I think that the law enforcement authorities need to investigate, because I think, in my opinion, it might be criminal. So it's not okay. And you're going to see it gets worse because these girls then start making statements.
Something happens.
The main thing for me is, like, I don't want my parents to see it and then have
He's
them
worried about shaming his parents.
like break down over it.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Because I did later on tell my parents about assault, and
The mom was
my
crying.
mom, she ended up crying for a whole month and felt like it was her fault.
It's sad.
Bro.
That day I was alone, and I just didn't
He
want
had
to,
certain thoughts and ideations. I'll leave it at that.
Again.
As
the
a
thing that hurt
result,
me the most was
according to him.
when they said I should be embarrassed. I'm
Watch
probably embarrassed.
this.
The clip about that, just so everybody knows what he's talking about there.
I feel like you did some shit wrong. No, so the whole Saeed thing, no one essay Saeed. That's why today I was actually looking for Saeed. I was gonna talk to him. He definitely felt disrespect.
So this is the person, right? One of the two women who allegedly did the alleged assault. That's what, it appears to be to me. And she's like, no, there was no SA. No SA happened. And this is her explanation.
As a person, me, I take accountability what I do. If you didn't feel disrespected, I didn't know. So you gotta let me know. You did?
She didn't know.
I mean, it's normal people. But for him,
She didn't know he felt
Saeed's
disrespected.
thinking too, though. Like, who wants to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No.
So she's saying it's embarrassing for him to have had that happen to him. Listen to it again.
Like, who
She
wants
said you have to think of it from his perspective, because what guy wants to walk around saying they got SA'd? That's embarrassing. Is this person's frontal lobe okay? Seems like no. Certainly the moral compass is off.
to walk around being called that? That's embarrassing for him as a guy.
You ain't see Saeed today?
No, I'm looking for him. I was looking everywhere for him.
There it is. And this girl as well. Like I'm going to go ahead and just get even farther into this. Just because I just want you to understand that there is not even a 1%.
He's like, no. This person is actually psychotic. And he pulls up a real good receipt.
I've never been in a relationship, but I have relationship problems with my little brother, like really bad ones. So I was really aggressive with my younger brother. And
Here we
he
go.
was-
So she's on a show, like one of these Jubilee type things. Now, I might even end up having to clip this out. Remove this out. I know that some platforms or whatever very protective over their copyrights or whatever. This is for the purposes of commentary and all that. But listen to this woman describe her relationship with her brother growing up. She was a few years older than her brother, and just listen. It's terrifying. I'll leave it at that.
like 6. So I until he was like 15
She
or 13.
beat him up till he was
all the way
15.
there, and like child protection.
So she was 8 and he was 6. So she him until, because like this isn't like some 8-year-old on 6-year-old stuff. This is like her being 15, 16, 17 years old, her little brother. This is going on for the better part of a decade, 9 years.
all the way there, and like child protection services came.
CPS had to come.
We had to fly to China.
She had to leave the country to go to China because of how bad it was. The whole family had.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy behind her to her left, our right. He's like he knows what he's hearing is not acceptable. She's saying that her family had to leave the country and go to China to avoid criminal prosecution because she was beating her little brother so bad, and it gets worse.
the police and
To evade the police.
Look at him.
because they're gonna put us in foster care. And we went to China for a month, came back. My dad almost got arrested because they.
So her dad also, again, she almost ruined her dad's life too.
Because they thought the dad was doing it. Look at this guy's face. He's disgusted too.
And they all knew, but I wouldn't say anything. And I beat
They
him
all
more
knew.
to not say anything to the police when they got interrogated. And then he got released. I think it wasn't
They
the physical.
all knew. She said the whole family knew she was beating this little brother up, and they had to escape the country and go to China. This man is full mouth breathing. Look, all three of them are like, what is this person is insane.
That was the worst part. It was
Listen.
the mental. Like it really hindered him. It disabled him from like being
The
able to
abuse
express himself.
disabled her
It
brother.
took me like 6 years to say sorry to him. So I feel like that's why for me, I can't really be affectionate to a lot of people because
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. She just described a situation of domestic abuse that was so bad that international travel had to have a whole entire family had to relocate because she was beating her brother. The police were investigating. The child protective services were investigating. They were running from the law. She said the worst part of it, though, wasn't even the physical abuse. The worst part of it was the mental, because I would beat him up if he told anybody in the investigation and the whole family knew about. Hold on. Asmongold is talking about a Twitch ban. Can we get a ban from society ban? Can we get a prosecution? This person is admitting to some pretty heinous stuff. It's all content till the content is 15 to life. I'll say that.
I don't really know how to.
Right.
So I only know how to be loud.
That was the other aspect I wanted to bring up too to y'all is like, okay, this person is telling you all this horrible stuff about what she did to her brother and her family, and her brother is like mentally disabled by it. I mean, I don't know if that's like a medical diagnosis or whatever. Like she's saying like it disabled him. That was a quote. And then she's like, and so all of that is the reason why I can't really be affectionate with people and open up to them. Oh, because you're a sociopathic lunatic. Got it. Got it. I mean, I could see if it was the brother, being like, yeah, my sister like beat me and did all this crazy stuff to me and was, evil and awful to me. And so for that reason, and she would psychologically manipulate me. And so for that reason, I just can't trust anybody. No, no, no. She did all of that. And she's like, so for that reason, I can't trust anybody. I can't be affectionate. What? Ooh, girl, below the jail. I mean, innocent till proven guilty, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good for her being a member of civilized society. It just doesn't seem like she is capable. She seems dysfunctional with a capital D.
I don't really know how to, so I only know how to be loud and aggressive.
Well, we see that. So you saw all of the clips. You saw her downplaying it happening. You saw Saeed talking about how it negatively emotionally affected him. And he put out a tweet whenever they got suspended saying thank you as well. All of these things have happened. These girls haven't had a single thing happen to them at all legally. They got banned for 24 hours. And the other girl that was with her, Zoe Spencer, also got unbanned last night. These are people who assaulted a person 3 times on camera. This should have been an instant permaban. And I think that right now, I would call on every other creator to call this out and to say this. These are 3 separate instances of 2 people restraining a person and performing it on them against their consent. There is no other way to deal with this other than a permanent ban. I don't see how you can have 3 separate instances of assault. That is unbelievable. E-Rob got banned for 30 days saying he's going to beat up a chatter as a joke. Yeah, that's right. And other streamers like Mike don't get banned at all for saying if they have $100,000 for somebody that wants to on Destiny. The amount of bias.
Okay. So a big part of his video is like these people need to be banned on Twitch. He does this call to action. He's like, I am calling on other creators to say this as well. And I'm not even on Twitch. I don't stream to Twitch, but I be putting out my little calls to action. Okay. I put my calls to action out and I want other creators to say something about it. And also the sick feeling in my stomach that I got watching that. And then even more so that other freak, in my opinion, who then made those admissions about what she did to her brother. Maybe that was for clout. Maybe that was a lie for clout. But if you could lie about something like that for clout, something's wrong with you, in my opinion. So I wanted to make this be known. And I also want to just say, I understand that on Twitch and on other platforms, there is bias and some people can say and post videos about certain things. Some people can do certain things and other people just can't. I know that is annoying. I know that is aggravating. I have been the victim of that. There's a lot of stuff that can be said about these platforms and not being fair. They're always going to be able to weasel out of stuff. They're always going to be able to just keep being biased. And we know that. And ultimately, yes, these corporations do have duties to us. They owe duties to us for sure, civil duties and all of that. But there's a whole nother institution. One thing that Asmongold said was this is the only way to deal with something like this is a permanent ban. That's not true. And I do think it's easy to get tunnel vision where it's obviously the law isn't going to do anything. Obviously the cops aren't going to do anything, but it's no, we need to stop being so complacent. The cops might need to do something. They might need to open up an investigation. And in order to do so, as a victim, you don't have to sue them. That's the law is supposed to do that. And I actually kind of think unpopular maybe opinion. I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit, but I generally don't like to advocate for people to lose their platforms and to become deplatformed by being banned from platforms and stuff, because there's a lot of First Amendment issues there. Also, the slope is very slippery because today, the platform can say they want to delete somebody for this, that, and the other. And then tomorrow they could be deleting you for something that's just totally acceptable for you to say. They can just apply these rules willy-nilly, which they should not be doing. However, nothing's really to stop them. It's going to have to be long drawn out civil court battles to make anything happen with them other than maybe a little bit of pressure. And look, here I am making my video. It's not fair how some people get pushed off those platforms for saying things that are harmless or that don't have any victim really, but then others are doing violent physical assaults on people and they don't get banned at all, or they get banned only for a short time. All of that is very frustrating. However, don't we pay taxes to institutions that are supposed to investigate stuff like this? And in particular, whenever it's being streamed and broadcast to hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, perhaps millions of people cumulatively, Who is it really saying, not only Twitch, who else is it saying, really saying something about that has been allowed to stand? It's not only Twitch. It's the state of law enforcement. It's the state of the criminal justice system. Again, innocent till proven guilty. But this one right here just said she'd been running, her and her family been running from the law since 2005 or what. I mean, I don't know what year it was, but she said that to run from the law. They had to run from the law because of her behaviors. There is not only one way. There's many ways to deal with people who are doing stuff like this. And I think some real consequences need to come down. If it's not going to come from private corporations, which I don't really expect it to come from, what I really expect it to come from is our government and our public servants who we pay money. We pay tax money for them to enforce laws. There are laws against this. This was not only broadcast or live streamed. This happened multiple times. This happened in a way where the people who did it, at least one of them, doesn't appear in any way to be sorry about it. There's more than one way to solve a problem. And if certain ways aren't going to do it, then why don't we hold the institutions accountable as well, who actually are supposed to be enforcing laws that actually already exist? Laws. These are laws. An investigation should happen, in my opinion. In any event, those two women should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. It's grotesque and it's detestable, and I rebuke. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation. Neither are opinions. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.